Hi, welcome to this 20 minutes all levels class where we'll explore classical poses and really feel into them. So whichever level of experience of yoga asanas and these postures you have, I challenge you today to feel, refine, and move around in them to explore what feels best for your body. Because we are all different, just like everything in our body physical appearance are different. No one looks the same, not even identical twins. Everyone has a different kind of fingerprint. So it's the structural composition of our body different, the inside, how our bones are structured. And if we want to take it to the philosophical point as well, how our thoughts are formed, how we think about things, how our ego wants us to do things. Some of you might be totally fine with changing things up, and for some it might be a little bit difficult because there is no exact script of you have to do it like this. So that was a long way of saying try things out, especially today, and maybe you'll find something you like. Maybe you feel like, no, the traditional way of doing this pose is what I want to do, then that's totally fine. Honor our differences and know that we are complete. Each and every one of us is already whole. We do not need to change anything about the way we are, even if we are different from someone else. So let's get to it. So we'll start in the pose that I think is like second most usual pose that people think about when they think about yoga. After this one that I'm in right now, Sukhasana, an easy pose, and it's downward facing dogs. If you have blocks, you can use them under your hands. It's a short practice and we're early in it, so I love to have them under my hands. If you don't, it's okay. There can also be really good if you have wrist issues to bend your fingers around them. But let's get into downward facing dog. It's an upside down V. Elongate your arms, push your hands into the floor. Your shoulders go up towards your ears, and if your feet touches the whole way down or not, it's not important. And remember, we're exploring today. So we'll breathe about 5 breaths here at first. 5 breaths is all that's needed to go into that parasympathetic state, that calmer, more relaxed state of mind. Maybe you want to take your arms wider than what is usually cued. That feels good for a lot of people. Maybe you want to bend your knees more or move around. Explore breath. And when your shoulders fatigue, because this is not a resting pose, remember that everything is temporary, even muscle fatigue. Okay, last breath. Move your left foot a little bit towards the right foot so we can balance on 3 points. Bend your right leg at the knee and try to keep your legs square for now. How does that feel? Push it up like you're stepping on the ceiling. We're doing like a little scorpion tail here. Engage your glutes. And again, do you need to do refinements for your body? Do you need to bend the standing leg? You need to go a little bit forward on your shoulders or pushing more through your hands. Now open up that hip, getting a stretch most likely through the inside of your legs, and do big circles or small, whichever feels best in your body. Okay, other way around. Circle. Yes, shoulders and arms are probably fatigued. Remember what we said, it's temporary. Okay, right foot replaces the left one on the mat, and same thing, other side, bend at the knee. And like you're stepping on the ceiling, little scorpion tail. What versions did you explore on the other side? Try them here. Size may be different. Maybe you point or flex your lifted foot. Maybe you go forward and arch your back a little bit more. But we want to engage the legs. Open that hip up and circle. Still with the long breaths. Trying to soften in this pose. That is not a resting pose, like we said. Circle the other way. And feet down, your width. And walking the hands back to the feet. Ooh. Bending your knees a lot. If it feels okay, rest your belly on your thighs. Grab opposite elbows. Let your neck release. And we're in ragdoll. Sway from side to side if that feels good, or stay in stillness. Can you feel your feet pressing into the floor? And they might point totally forward. They may point a little bit out to the side in an angle. Again, every body is different. Honor that. And let go of how you're supposed to look. Maybe keep your legs bent even though you want to straighten them. Your ego tells you to. Releasing arms down. Shaking your head. No, just to let it relax even more. And roll like you could. Use one vertebrae at a time. Up slowly to standing. Samastitihi or Tadasana. And from the outside this looks just like we're standing. I guess we are, but how can you feel this pose? If you want to put your big toes together, you can do that, or you keep them apart. Whatever feels best for you. And here also we find our way. Usually, you know, the classical way to cue this pose is to tuck the pelvis, lift up through the chest, and a lot of these things are good, but do they suit you? Try, engage your legs. Maybe try to tuck your pelvis, or maybe release it. Lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, or let them be a little bit more neutral. Palms could face forward or down at the sides. Just feel something here. Feel the ground. Feel your breath. Close your eyes. And be in this classic yoga pose, Tadasana, mountain pose. And we'll get moving into the flow in just a little while. Okay, staying with your toes touching, or get your feet wider apart, whichever you feel most stable in. And as you bend through your knees, put your bum back, float your arms up as high as they go, Utkatasana, chair pose. And just like in downward facing dogs, our muscles will most likely fatigue here. Can you stay in the pose anyways? Of course, you can always come out, but can you practice the discipline that is yogasana, vinyasa, with the breath? Lift your shoulders, engage your legs, experiment here. Do you want your weight back more on your heels, more on your toes? The cue, like we said, are usually also here to tuck your pelvis, but that depends on what is natural for you. So find your pose, letting go of how it's supposed to look, and do this classical pose in your own way. To get an external rotation through your arms though, I would suggest your palms are facing each other. Okay, nice. Can you stay like this with your arms? Get the weight on your left foot. Stay bent. Lift the right foot off and go down so that your knee is behind, your right knee is behind your left heel. Arms to the ground, sit your bum down, and we're in twist. Ardha Matsya, seated twist. You can hug your left knee carefully into your chest, and maybe your both sides, your sit bones come down. The rotation of the upper spine is what we want, and functionally, it's not the biggest range, so don't push it. If you find it hard to breathe here, maybe lift your chest up, and again explore. This pose, Matsyandrasana, named after, according to the myth, the first human yoga teacher. His life took a twist. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out, come back to center, and maybe without your hands, can you push up to Utkatasana, chair pose again? Ooh, stay low in the knees, arms float up, just for breath. And then on the other side, push your weight to the right foot. Your left knee goes behind it, to the heel, sit down, hands down, and we're twisting the other way. Again, explore here. Where do you want to put your arm? You want to hug your knee in, or you want to put your elbow behind your knee? Or maybe it feels better to actually twist the totally opposite way. You can try that next time. Don't force anything, but still we want to feel it. We want sensation. And always with the breath. Okay, one last breath. And coming up, this time we won't go to Utkatasana. We stay low, take your hands to the left side of you and swivel around so that we are in ragdoll, that forward fold to the other side of the mat. This time we're a little bit warmer, so if you want to straighten your legs more, go ahead. Just don't let your ego dictate what kind of pose you do. Maybe you sway here too. Bend one knee and then the other. Could you feel your chest moving down? How does that feel? How does that change? Bending your knees and letting your chest really get closer to the ground. There's a forward fold too. Okay. Breathing in, breathing out, letting go, and then rolling up to standing. What is more classical than a sun salute? We'll do sun salute B though, one of them. Feet together or not, one more Utkatasana just passing through. So bending down like you're sitting in a chair, arms go up, reaching up to the sky. Look at your hands, maybe, if that feels okay. Breathe in, breathe out, fold down. Hands to the mat. Step one foot back, and then the other one. We're not so warmed up yet, but stay here in plank now. Usually we go down in Tadasana, but plank is such a classic pose as well. Stay here. What refinements do you need to do here? Do you need to tuck your pelvis here? Go forward of the hands. You want to go backwards. Move from side to side. Try things out. And then everyone, knees down. Knees, chest and chin down to the mat. A little forward, little tiny baby cobra. We haven't done a lot of back bending. And then push back, downward facing dog, just to transition. Because sun salute B, we get to the inside of the left foot stays, like we pivot it a little bit, or stay in a high lunge. The knee of the right leg goes into the chest and steps forward. And now we rise up to warrior one. Okay, super classical pose as well. Can we here do what feels best for you? Traditionally, we square our hips. Not everyone likes that. You want to lift your back foot, totally fine. Do it more of a lunge. You want to go super deep in your front leg or not. You do you. Can you feel expansive in your chest? Does that feel good? Hands touching or not? A couple of breaths. Okay, breathe in. Arms around your front foot. Back into plank. Knees down, knees chest and chin to the floor. Little baby cobra. Roll over tabletop. Up, down facing dog. Not staying. Other side. Left foot forward. Warrior one on this side. Again, how do you want to do it? More like a lunge. Very classical one. You choose. Our bodies are resilient. Don't be afraid to experiment. Unless you go to the very end range, it's okay. Your body wants to move. Maybe you look up. Breathe in. Hands frame your front foot. Back to plank pose. Maybe you want to go down without setting your knee down. Whoop. A little back bend. Push through the feet. Push your chest forward. Roll your shoulders back. And up into. Okay, here we are. Again, how does this pose feel different now that we're more warmed up? Did you find a nice way to do it when we started? You want to do that again, or you want to try to take your feet wider maybe? Your hands wider? That's different. Get your classical one. Keep your hips high and take your weight to the right outer foot and your right hand and lift your hips up. Lift your left arm from the mat and we're in a side plank. Keep your hips high here. Stay wherever you want to stay. Of course, you can always have that left foot in front for balance or you stack them. What does your left arm want to do? Want to go up? Want to track your airline? Push through the right hand. Hips up, hips up. Explore the left leg. Does it want to lift? Does your standing leg want to bend? Okay. In whatever way you can, get the left foot to the front of the mat. Maybe we keep it lifted until the very last second. Staying here. Back heel lifts up. And we're in lunge with just the right hand planted on the inside of the left foot. Twist towards your bent left knee. What your hips do is fine. Does your right hip want to fall down a little bit? That's okay. Just want to lift. You want to take your left arm up. Move around, stay in stillness. Okay. Ground the inside of your back heel. Big arms, keep the front leg bent. Warrior two. Classical way. Palms face down. I love to face them up. Can you try that? Explore. Deep breath in. And our elbow go to the thigh or below. Uttanasana, side angle pose. You can keep your, traditionally again, the hand is outside of the bent foot, but you can keep it on the inside. I like that. Lifted arm, right one, up to the ceiling, or perhaps over your ear line. How do you keep your hips? They can be high, that's okay, or low, or experiment. Okay, right arm goes up again. Heel toe the back foot in a little bit. Straighten through the left leg as you lift up, slide up the left arm to wherever you need to have it to make a nice Uttanasana for you. Forget about how the pose should look. If you keep your hand on the leg or on the floor, it does not matter. How is your hip positioned? Are they open to the side? Maybe they're a little bit more square down. Again, explore. What does your top arm want to do? Over your ear line or up? Okay. Strong footing, getting up to standing. Whew. Okay. Bend into that front leg. Just passing through Peaceful Warrior, where we track our right arm down the right leg and open the left side of our chest. Okay, back to standing. Facing the long edge of the mat, and now we're changing to the other side. Change positions of your feet if you have to. And we're in a starting position like a pyramid to the other side of the mat. Hands at your hips. Fold forward with a straight-ish back. A block is nice to have here. You can have it on whichever setting. Traditionally, hand is outside the right foot, but there's no need for that. You can be on fingertips, maybe twist to the right. Front leg, straight or straight-ish. Or maybe you want to try bend it, straighten it, what feels good. We want to feel that twist in the upper body, the stretchy rear legs. If you want to. Right arm up. Big breath in and out. Fold down over your right leg just for a second. Pyramid. Okay, from here, we're going to get to down dog, and this is now the top of the mat. So however you need to do, maybe you keep your legs straight, work those muscles, lift it up, back. And we're in downward facing dog. Again. From here, take your weight to your left outer foot and your left hand, keeping those hips high, lifting that right arm up to the sky, side plank. Maybe try the same variations on the other side or something else. Elongate your breathing. How does it feel to explore these poses and not just do like you always have? Lift maybe your right leg up and get it to the front of the mat. Lift up back heel, we're in a lunge position, and we'll twist towards the right bent leg. Now you know the sequence a little bit, so take the time to elongate your breath. And do what you want to do with your arm. Maybe it goes up. We use the pose to get into the body, not the other way around. Okay, big footing. Inside of the back heel down, arms. Ooh, big, 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 big. Warrior two. Expand. Breathe air in. Or if you usually move, maybe you want to keep the stillness in this practice. That's fine too. Try different things with your pelvis. Different angles of your front foot. Okay, big breath in. And on your out breath, side angle, right arm, whatever it wants to land, maybe elbow to knee or down on the floor. Just opens up to the long edge of the mat in a way you want to explore today. And our muscles are fatiguing. We talked about it already. It's temporary. It is temporary. Everything is temporary. So why take all of these classical poses so seriously when we can explore them? Okay, heel toe your back foot in a little bit and straighten through the front knee. Your right hand tracks up the leg. Open up to the side, Uttanasana. Maybe you make it into a little back bend. Okay. Breathe in, come up to standing, steady footing. Up, bend into the right knee, and just lean backwards for a breath. Deep inhale, peaceful warrior. Straighten out, turn to face the other side of the mat, heel toe your feet so that they are on train tracks. Now we're facing the original side of the mat, or maybe we started the other way. Hips kind of square, if that feels okay. Again, we're exploring hands to your hips. Fold forward and get your right hand to a block, to your left shin, to the floor, inside or outside of the foot. And twist upper body to the left. Parivita Uttanasana, revolve triangle. Explore. Deepest breath yet. And fall down on your out breath. Arms, hands to the mat. Maybe with a straight leg or bend it. Back to downward facing dog. Okay, well done. Knees down. Sit for a minute or a second on your heels. Take a breath. Contemplate, how did that feel? Could you find something new in these poses that we've done so many times? Or did it feel not good for you to change them? Contemplate on why, if that's the case. We'll get a twist in, and then we'll slow our breath down. So on all fours, again, left hand a little bit forward, and that right arm crosses under. Put your shoulder down, maybe your head, your temple, and twist. Again, options for arm variations. I like this one where my one arm is overhead, but try it out. You want to lift your left shoulder up. Maybe you want to do this twist where you half bind around to the right thigh with your left arm. Slow down your breathing. Unravel your arm wherever it was. Take the left hand to the mat. Back to tabletop. Right fingers crawl forward and the left arm crosses under for the other side. Options for arms. Okay. Wherever your right arm was, plant it to the mat, push up into all fours in another very classical pose, child's pose. Not everyone likes this, and if you really hate it, don't do it. One way to make it more comfortable is to keep your knees wider so that your hip bone and your thigh bones don't crush each other, which could happen for some bodies. Stay up here if that feels nice, and soften or fall forward. Arms back to the back of your mat or in front of you. Any part of your face down. Take the practice in. With your eyes still closed, can you get down to the other side of your body? Just moving forward carefully, rolling over to your back. Savasana, final resting pose. And even here, you can try things out. If you love a Savasana on your belly, do that, turn around again. If you want to rest your lower back, maybe bend your knees and let them fall together. Arms can be on your belly or in your chest, or you can take the very traditional one where you are spread out on the mat. Whichever one you choose. Try to let go of everything we just did. And release whatever thoughts come to mind. I want to thank you for practicing with me today. Please let me know what you thought of the class in the comments. And I'll stay here with you for about a minute while you're in Savasana. Thank you. Om Shanti.